North Korea fired ballistic missile into EC. South Korea and Japan says South Korea's military confirmed North Korea fired at least one ballistic missile into the sea on Saturday. Fucking hell, look at these Koreans. Huh? What do we think about this? Fucking firing ballistic missiles into the sea and shit.
You know what is interesting to me? They fired the rocket, and the Western people assume that the rocket will have a range of 1,040 kilometers. But they didn't get the rockets. They didn't find it, But they assume that the rocket that rockets can reach the coast of America.
Yes, by its trajectory, because they fired it more into the air. So they said if it would fly more flat, if it would fly more flat, it could reach the U.S.
The coast of America.
Yeah, but listen, considering that is North Korea, I mean, come on, really, North Korea? Here in the UK, I really don't see many news about North Korea. Nobody even fucking talks about it or even mentions North Korea about anything. Unless there's some fucking virus, if there's gonna be an outbreak of virus from North Korea, I don't think we're gonna hear about North Korea here.
Do you know what is the interesting fact too? The North Korea live from the help of South Korea. They would starve if
what do you mean?
They don't have anything to eat if the South Korea don't help them. Did you know that?
No, I had no idea.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Do they import all the shit from South Korea?
Yeah, food and stuff. They almost all of that gets from the South Korea.
Well, do they not grow any shit in the North Korea?
They do, of course.
They're so poor, but they don't have stuff to heat themselves in winter. They live in like.
Do they not have fucking wood and coal?
They have everything, but they are not developed.
So wait, come on, 1 second, come on here, come on. So they have a fucking ballistic missile and they develop fucking nuclear fucking bomb, but they don't have food and they don't have.
Does anyone know if they have for real nuclear weapons there? They're just playing the. I don't know. Nobody can go inside and see what's happening there.
You can try.
Yeah, you can try, but you're gonna get shot.
You will go into prison.
Bang, bang, I shut you down, bang, bang. For Sam.
Who for sure knows that they have a nuclear weapon? They're just playing the part, or I don't know.
Do you not think they invested all their fucking wealth and all their monies into just developing a nuclear weapon and just let everybody to fucking starve and freeze to death?
They could, but I don't think they even have enough money to develop nuclear weapon.
Okay. If they have nuclear weapon, China or Russia give it to them.
Yeah.
There is no doubt about that. There is only doubt how long missile can go.
The North Korea is like this little dog just barking.
Right. Okay, if you say something like that, do you think they gave them the nuclear weapons and all that? But why wouldn't they give them ballistic missiles as well then? Why do they give them like a really long range hypersonic, as you said before, missiles then?
You know what is North Korea? It looks like your dog. It's a dog, but it looks like a lamb. so it's going up, but it's a lamp.
Well, that's how I see it as well. Honestly, how I picture North Korea here is like a fucking clown holding a gun, and then goes like this, points the gun at you, and goes, bang! and then just bunch of confetti comes out, and he blows a whistle.
Yeah.
That's how it's in North Korea, honestly.
Question, who's paying that quad? Yeah.
He only barks, you know. He doesn't eat.
Yeah.
He don't.
Yeah, well, this is one thing we have in common. Like, at least how I perceive it here. I don't know if that's the rest of the people here perceive it like that, but that's how I perceive it. I think North Korea is just a fucking barking dog and just fucking nothing.
Yeah,
Just gonna just
exactly
bark,
like
bark,
your
like,
dog, and it's lamb.
like my dog. Yeah.
You must take it, you know. The people see what we talk about.
Yeah. They just like North Korea is just fucking loudmouth. Just fuck all. And develop all some crazy shit. It gets very, 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 very temperamental when you talk about South Korea, and gets very upset when like they said, we're gonna have some military exercises and shit like that. You know, like with U.S. military and South Korea military. They're gonna have like a joint military exercise and all that, and they all go like, oh, if you have that, we're gonna fuck you up, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna test even more nuclear weapons and shit. But
if they were open what they have or doesn't have, somebody would already take them.
But just listen, just one thing just I don't get is if they all bark like that and just, you know, all that shit, and their country's still like under the sanctions and all that, and just live in the fucking dark ages and shit. But do you not think there's more hate and more hatred underneath that, and that they're just determined to get this shit developed? And what is North Korea end goal in this game? What are they trying to achieve?
President of North Korea living good, and his cousins, I guess. And they suit with this situation in North Korea. They're living good. People, who cares? You know, and they barking, so nobody touch them and go inside and looking what's happening. South Korea is American country. That is American colony. They live by American rules. They were developed, and probably a lot of Americans companies is there and everything.
Listen, I love all South Korean products.
LG.
Yeah, generally enjoy. Yeah, whatever comes from South Korea, I'm quite sure I use it in my house, and I'm quite happy with it.
Do you have anything from North Korea?
You remember our country in the 90s? We were under sanctions, and we have our program in TV, and they was telling us that we are good or not good. The Croatians and our television had the same news. We didn't know what happened outside of our country. Yeah.
Do you remember? Do you remember that soccer championship when they play with Brazil, North Korea, Brazil? Yeah, in Serbia goes rumor, I don't know is it true or not, that they put their own game where they beat Brazil because they lost, of course, and get out of the championship. I don't know is it true, but in Serbia we have that story, you know, that they put their own game on the TV for their own people where they beat Brazil.
No, I didn't see that, but I would. Do you know what? I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, me either.
That, like all of us were living in a country when the country was under the sanctions and isolated, and all of us remember how it was.
You don't need sanctions. You just need the monopoly of the televisions and news.
Propaganda, yeah.
Yeah, propaganda. Now in Serbia is not much more different than probably in North Korea, but we are the
No, we are
Economy
different.
tiger,
It's yellow people.
But-
There is in yellow nation you don't have bribe, you don't have that much lobby. They are different culture.
But I was just thinking, like, like when we were under the sanctions and all that, and we were isolated and all that, and but there was still like, for example, like I was just reading on Quora some of the answers and all that, about the Russia and all that, like they are under the sanctions at the moment as well. But somebody was saying like years ago, like when they were going to the visit and the president was visiting something in a foreign country, they plan the route and all that where they're gonna go. So all the shops over there, they provided with all the fresh produce like vegetables and fruit and all that, so that everything was on display. So all the shelves are full in the shops and all that. So when he comes out to check, everything is full and loaded and like nothing is missing. So I wonder if there's something like that going on in Korea as well. If somebody goes to visit Korea, if some same shit is there.
100%, yeah. I was watching a few years ago. A lot of YouTubers and influencers were in North Korea. They were shown the best from the country. They couldn't go anywhere except they were with police and the military, and they were showing them around the country and cities, and they were showing like you said, the fresh food, the best hotels and the buildings and so. But
we should ask Dennis Rodman. I think he's good with Kim Jong.
He's good with it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But do you know what as well? What I think? What do you think? I mean, North Korea has been under the sanctions now for so many years, haven't they?
Yes,
they have. So, what is the end goal? What are they trying to achieve? Like Boyan, you said, like the living of the Kim Jong-Un, but he can live good even without the sanctions. Surely.
But
do you think he's using the American? Do you think Kim Jong-Un is using U.S. as a Chinese spy balloon? Like,
yeah, probably a big percentage of people is illiterate, don't read, don't know, and whatever he said to them, that's the truth. And it's easier to manage a bigger amount of people and the crowd when you have enemy somewhere. Like in the Cold War, you had Russians and Americans, and they
used each other. Yes,
each other to manage their people easier. So that's the case with the North Korea.
But do you really think that somebody with even a little bit of love for his country or anything like that, for even a little bit of patriotism, would do such a thing? Like, if he knows his people are suffering, do you really think, or there's something else behind it? Is there some other agenda? Do you really think that so many years they would live under, in isolation and all that, rather than just trying to find a peaceful solution or something like that, and to try and live in peace and all that, and to prosper and to give his people more?
We just can't guess what's is the case in North Korea between America and them. And
what I want to ask you, go on, Nicola.
Do you know what I think? If you try to look all around the world, almost every country has some I don't know how to express myself, some problem, like we have Kosovo, South Korea, North Korea, Israel, Palestine, anywhere on the whole world, you can start the war like this. If you need problems, some destruction or something, anything, you can do it. I don't know.
In a few seconds, yeah.
Yeah, in a few seconds. Just look Israel, Palestine. You have Kurd in Turkey. Do you know that?
You have in Europe
Look, Kurds are the biggest nation without country.
Yeah, there's about 60 million, isn't
60
it?
million people without country. It's a madness.
Yeah, that's
It's
crazy, man.
crazy.
That's like population of England, nearly.
Yes. So I think that they live such a thing all
I mean,
around
not
the
England.
world.
Sorry, UK, not England. Sorry, United Kingdom.
Yes. Well, it's almost the same, if you ask me.
Well, yeah, it's not, but okay. I get what you mean, but it's not.
Okay, I get you.
Right.
I get you. That is my opinion. That they need a conflict zone all around the world. So if they need something, they can pop it right now and start the war in a few seconds or some problem.
No, but surely you don't want to start the war with North Korea, who is developing a nuclear weapon.
Yes, but
you also don't want to start the war with Russia, but you started it.
Yeah, but we are near the. Valan, you go again on the Russia. We will make the episode about Russia.
Sorry, I didn't sign a contract about that.
And your task will be to be on the west side, Talk about.
Yeah, because you live in Austria, yes.
Yeah, you must. You must say what Austria people think about that war.
No, I think. Yeah. No, I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to get cancelled just yet.
With our so big fan base.
I know, yeah. Right. So talking about the fan base, right? I think that's it. Right. So next episode we're gonna talk about Russia and Ukraine war. Should we talk about that next episode?
I'm in.
Right. Okay. Well, that's it for the next episode. That's gonna be one of the subjects, if not the only one. Right. Yeah. Right. Okay. Guys, thank you all. Whoever listened to the third episode and stayed with us. Thank you. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. And that's it.
Thank
you.
Subscribe.
See you later.
Subscribe, like, and share. Yeah. Thank you very much. See you later. Bye.
Bye.